Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be showing you guys a step-by-step tutorial on how I turned this 613 blonde wig into a sand blonde color with dark roots. Today this unit has a 13 by 14 lace and it came with 3 combs. It is a 10-inch wig. First things first, we're going to take some of this yellow color out with our Shimmering Light shampoo. And the color we're going to be using to dye it today is a dark warm brown from our Kiss Colors. And you're going to need a comb, and that's about it. That's all the things you will need for today. This video is also sponsored by Shardeea. I have a hard time pronouncing it, but so far so good. I have purchased their products before. They have feminine washes, oils, and now they came out with their own shampoo and conditioner. And one thing I love about this product is that it gets so soapy. It gets so foamy. Usually, especially when you have 4C hair, you will have to drench your whole hair with the whole bottle. I barely used anything, and look how soapy it is. My hair really just absorbs everything, and it feels great. So moving on, now that we rinsed the hair out with the Shimmering Light shampoo, you're gonna get this platinum ash blonde, I would say, like a whitish color. And that's the color we want in order to be able to get the sand blonde color when we use our Wella dye ColorCharm. So I'm showing you guys right now some of the dye we're going to be using for the roots. So this is the color you want to achieve. And also just a little disclaimer, when you're washing your blonde hair or any hair, when you're trying to like tone some of that yellow down, be careful with the shimmering lights, because sometimes it can dye your blonde hair like a lavender color. So make sure you rinse and comb and brush it out really thoroughly. You do not want it to have some purple like things all over it. Trust me, I've made that mistake before. So after positioning it on the mannequin head and pinning it down, you could also put a plastic bag just so you don't have any mess on your mannequin head. I hate seeing messy mannequin heads, and this mannequin head has gone through a lot. But first things first, you're gonna want to part wherever you want your wig to be, like however you want to style your wig, make that part. But the way I did it, I made sure that this wig could be versatile. If I wanted to do a side part, a middle part, the method I'm using is I'm going to be dyeing each side, and then I go from the back. But it's easier to do this way. Basically, you're going to try to dye the frontal part and then clip the back, and then go from the right side into the left side and make a middle part in the middle, if that makes sense. So right now I'm working on the right side, and you're gonna just take the comb and dip it into that bowl and lightly like comb through the roots. And don't go too close to the lace. Do it enough so all the hair is covered, because you do not want to stain this lace at all. You're going to have a dark lace. Try not to stain your lace. Be very careful and precise when you're doing this. And another way to make sure that your lace doesn't get stained, I forgot to insert that video, but try to use Got2b spray on the lace before you start dyeing anything, and then make sure you blow dry it. So that way none of the dye seeps into the lace at all. So if that makes sense, if you guys need more of an explanation, I hope nobody skips through these videos, because I am saying a lot of good pointers. Trust me, when you've been dyeing your hair for so long, you see a lot of mistakes, and you do not want to mess your wig up when you're doing this process. working my way up on the right side, and now I'm going to flip over to the left side. And as you can see, I am really just doing the frontal part of the wig and leaving the back tracks and the rest of the wig to the back. So if it works easier that way, you know, let me know how you try this method, but I like it this way. It's easier for me to part and kind of separate things. And also, since this is a 10-inch wig, I didn't go too far down when it came to the, you know, the roots and the part, because it's a really short wig. But if you have a longer wig, if you feel like you want your roots to go all the way out there, I've seen some people do it. Hey, whatever you prefer, but I like my roots to be really short and simple. This is the finished product. I'm going to use some of the extra dye I have just to touch up a little bit any spots that I might have missed. I'm going to clip the hair right back over because I'm going to be prepping this in order to use the sand blonde dye, our Wella dye. And I'm going to be showing you guys the measurements and how I use this. It comes in very small bottles. So what I would do is just take every bottle, I would dump it out and fill it up twice with the developer. I'm going to be using the Wella brand for the developer, also the 40 developer, and fill it up twice in each bottle. So for each bottle, you fill it up twice, and in total, I think I used 2 bottles. Yes, I used 2 bottles. This is the brand I got, and it smells really good. Actually, it doesn't smell bad. I thought it smelled a little bit more toxic than that. Oh, actually, it's the 20 developer. Excuse me, sorry. And you're gonna fill that bad boy up twice, and then pour it into the jar. So this is a small portion, I would say. Because of how short this wig is not a long wig, so I didn't use as much bottles as I thought I would. I intentionally bought 4 bottles, but the shorter the hair, the less product you would use. So if you have a 30-inch or a 20-inch, you know, however long your hair is, that's as much as that you need to put. So after pouring everything into the bucket, this is the consistency that it came out to be. You're gonna get like almost like a honey brown color. You're gonna go ahead and stir that thing up, and this is how it would look. It's kind of pasty. It is like almost like a honey brown color. To me, it looked like honey mustard, and I just go ahead and I just placed it all over this hair. And there is a simpler way to do this, but since the hard part with the roots is already done, I eventually just ended up taking handfuls of it and just dumping it on this hair. but you just want it to be fully covered, but you want this hair to be able to take it. So just go ahead with your brush and do all the fine little details, and once you feel like a lot of the hair has been saturated already, just go ahead and part it, and just, you know, really just spread that dye in, you know. And I had a lot of the dye left, so I ended up just pouring the whole thing on there. And don't worry too much about the roots. Yeah, so it won't mess up. It won't mess up at all. So you could actually be a little bit messy with it. It won't really change the root color. And this is the finishing product of it. And yeah, so I felt like it really, you can already see the hair taken to it already. So it is like a sandy blonde color, and that's the color we were looking for. That's exactly the outcome we was looking for, and it came out perfect. And y'all, look at how this wig came out. Flawless, perfect. I let it air dry. I did not use a blow dryer. I like to let my wigs dry naturally and then comb it out. Oh my gosh, it looks so perfect. I did condition this with my Tresemme conditioner. It always brings all the wigs back to life, and after I use that, I like to let my wigs air dry. I feel like I get better results. And you know, if it's still a little wet, you can always go in and blow dry the cap itself. But for the hair, I like to let it air dry naturally. But y'all, look at that part. Like I was saying, the way I did it, you could go from the 13 by 14, work your way up, and then go from the back on the tracks to do the dark roots. That way, when you're parting it, you could do a middle part, you could do a side part, and everything's perfect. There is no blonde, nothing at all. Yes, yes. Look at that. This is really good lace, and I'll be potentially selling my own hair, out of my own collection. So, you know, right now I'm just going through vendors, and this is one of the vendors that I am trying out, and so far so good. Now, moving on, I'm going to be using my Shardeea essential oils, hair growth oils. And you know, guys, I am growing my hair back out, so don't mind these little struggle braids I got going on. They made it to the back of my head, so don't worry about it. Next you're going to be doing is just, you know, cleaning your face off with alcohol, just to get any like residue, any other makeup you might have had left on there. And you're going to just swoop and comb them edges back with the got to be. Especially if you have, you know, sideburns or whatever, you just want to swoop it up. I don't believe in like shaving down sideburns. Like, it could always just swoop up. You know, if you know what you're doing, just swoop it up. You guys see my bald cap method a million times, but yeah, so you're gonna swoop all that hair up, blow dry it, make sure everything is stiff, hard, and in place. You know, these are really struggle braids, y'all. Like, don't worry, my hair is getting there though. My hair is just really extremely thick. Like, I literally almost broke my fingers trying to braid these little Meek Mill braids. But moving on, you know, you're gonna put your ball cap on. This ball cap, I don't know if it was because like the way my braids were. Like, I don't know, but it didn't go all the way past my chin. Like, I've literally, okay, this is like an updated version of my ball cap method, because I usually never used to put it past my face. I thought it was just too extreme, but you really need it that way to get get the melt, to get the real look. Okay, moving on. After you've done all of that, you're gonna cut your ears out, blow dry again. Like I said, them ear tabs, they be trying to roly-poly, trying to roll up. We don't got time for that today. We want this install to look flawless. We want it to look like skin. So the first thing is make sure that this ball cap look like skin. Okay, you're gonna look crazy for a little bit, but it's okay. And look at that, scalp, bald. Moving on, I'm gonna be plucking this wig. It did come pre-plucked, but I like to go in and do my own plucking. Like, and look, I am bald. I look like my stepdaddy. And then we're gonna be putting our glue. Don't mind the white stuff around my face. That's how I do what I do. Okay, that's how I do what I do. So you're gonna blow dry this on high heat. High heat. And make sure it's just firm and on there. Don't worry about the gloves I have on. Like, one thing about me, if I'm like using makeup and stuff, like I don't like it to be on my hands, because it's like a pet peeve. Like, I just don't like it. So you're gonna go ahead and like blow dry it on high and just smooth it in. I'm so excited for this install. Like, ooh, looking like scalp already. I see you, sis. But no, for real. Make sure you blow dry this thing. Don't rush it. Don't rush the process. Take your time. Take that little comb it in. Yes, get behind the ears, especially the ear tabs. The ear tabs be annoying. They be so annoying. They always want to come up. All right, so after the first tie down, I went ahead and already just, try to flat iron and stuff my hair. So I'm going to be using my She Is Bomb wax stick and create a little bit of a part. I'm gonna fix that part up a little bit. But yeah, you guys, don't worry about the lace. Don't worry about the lace right now. It's all just like a process. Trust the process. Trust how it's gonna come out. So I'm going to go ahead and take my edges out and take my baby hairs out and go ahead and just twist it down. I'm going to go ahead and use my hot comb and comb these bad boys in place. Make sure it's on high. Make sure that hot comb is hot. Make sure it's really hot, because you want the results. You want it to look good. So after I've done all of that, make sure I hot comb that bad boy down. So you're going to tie this down again, because like I said, you want that secure melt. You want all of that. You want all that good stuff. You're going to tie it down again, and when you tie this down, make sure you pull the baby hairs down so they're laying down flat. And go ahead and just, define your part a little bit. let that sit for a little bit. Now it's time for me to cut my baby hairs. I already went ahead and styled my baby hairs. I did move a little back so I can show you guys a better up close view. And I am untying this bad boy, and ooh, them bands be so tight. They be giving me a headache, but overall, this hairstyle was bomb. Ooh, 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 scalpiana. Ooh, period. Y'all, this is my favorite install. It's my favorite tutorial to give you guys. Like, it's giving me white woman vibes. It's giving me pretty woman vibes. Like, yes. Yes, Betty. Yes, Betty with the blonde hair. Let me stop being goofy, but thank you guys for tuning in and watching me dye and style this hair. Look at the scalp. No stains. Let me know how you guys like this method. Leave a comment below. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.